What's up, juice lovers? We're here in beautiful Portland, Oregon. We're gonna meet up with my friend Katrina, who started a nonprofit that takes produce waste, makes healthy snacks for children and people in need. Let's go check it out. Hey, Katrina.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good, so we're at your new kitchen?
Yeah, totally. And I was just about to bring in the pickup that I just did.
All right, I'll get this for you.
Thank you.
It's not even heavy. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so we're gonna take this in, process it.
All right.
Yeah, so you can put that down over here.
All right.
Thanks for carrying that.
Sure, what is all this stuff?
So this is our pickup from one of the grocery stores. Every week, one day a week, we pick up all of their culled produce. So anything that's like overly ripe or like bruised or has like a weird imperfection or is just like ugly.
Like maybe a papaya that someone might not buy at a grocery store to consume, but something that would be fine to make juice or snacks or something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So we process it because it needs to be consumed that day, and we can't just drop this off to a shelter and have them go through it. They don't have the staff to be able to process that. It won't stay good for very long, so it really needs to be processed right away. So we process it by baking, canning, juicing, dehydrating, and then the final product we donate to after-school programs and shelters that are serving meals to children. So the idea is to end food waste, and then consequently you end up ending child hunger if you distribute it correctly. So
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some of these delicious snacks if you have any.
Yeah, I've pulled some out that we're gonna drop off to the shelter later. So
all right, let's check them out. So what is this semi-delicious looking snack?
Yeah, so this is the pulp from juicing. It's just apples. So I cored some of the apples, and then I dehydrated the pulp, and it's...
So you just made apple juice and then you dehydrated the leftover pulp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly delicious. It's like so crispy and...
It's actually pretty good. You know what it tastes like? Those apple chips you can buy?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is one of your famous Otter Pops here?
Yes, yes. You'll have to try it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so it's just the apple juice.
Just straight apple juice?
Yeah, just frozen.
And it's so good. It's like when you taste something like this, it makes you wonder why people bother with all the like artificial like colors and flavors, and you could just use Mother Nature, right?
Yeah, there was only one kid who asked me for the color red icy pop.
Were you like,
well,
here's a beet pop?
Yeah, it was like, well, today we only have gold. It's apple.
Yeah, nice.
And she was sold when she tried it. So
I'm gonna keep eating this.
Yeah.
This is really good. Yeah.
And then we also make these granola bites, which are we roast the oats and then we hydrate chia seeds and sunflower butter.
Okay, so this looks like chocolate chips, kind of.
Yeah, and yeah, it's deceptively
So the sweetness
delicious.
comes from
apple juice and date paste, and then we put cranberries on top just for a little extra. Yeah.
So I heard that you might be harvesting some fruit and veg today?
Yeah, so we're gonna harvest some plums in a person's backyard.
We're going to someone's backyard?
Yeah.
All right, yes, let's go.
Yeah.
So when you told me we're gonna go pick plums in a backyard,
yes.
I was imagining maybe like a big backyard with a bunch of plum trees, but this is literally just someone's backyard.
Yes, they have one plum tree that hangs into two of their neighbors' yards, and so the first time I harvested it, the neighbor saw me on the ladder and she was like, oh, you can come into our yard and harvest the rest. And I think we got 250 pounds the first time we harvested.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah.
How did you get the idea to start Apples to Applesauce? What motivated you to do that?
Yeah, so my grandmother, who raised me, like she lived with us until I was 4, she grew up during the Great Depression. And she would tell me stories about her family starving, and her boyfriend actually stole chickens for her and her family and went to jail for stealing chickens for them to be able to eat. And that story just stuck with me forever. And so I had the idea, but I had no idea how to start a nonprofit, so I did a bunch of research. When I moved to Oregon, I found out that it ranked in the top 5 for child hunger. So over 500,000 children in Oregon were going hungry on a daily basis.
Oregon alone?
Yeah, in Oregon alone,
wow.
Yeah. And I was talking to my farmer friend who was saying that, yeah, like if they don't have an end user for that row of kale, they'll just till it under because it doesn't make sense for them to harvest it with nobody to purchase it. So I got my certification in canning and food safety, and found a kitchen and started it with $1,300. And our first year I had a budget of approximately $3,000, and we were able to process 3,000 pounds of food. Yeah.
Do you find yourself turning away donations because you're getting too much ever?
No, there are 2 other nonprofits that harvest. One of them picks up from grocery stores and they distribute it. They're more picking up like the pre-prepared foods. And then there's another one that harvests fruit trees. But still, even with those 2, there's no one that processes the food. And so we're hoping to partner with other nonprofits in cities that either do one part of the process, you know, either they could distribute the snacks for us, or they could harvest and then get the harvest to us, you know, like either way. We just want to create a community based on like ending child hunger by ending food waste. So, yeah.
So that's great for Portland area.
Yeah.
If someone wanted to get involved and either help out Apples to Applesauce or do something like this on their own, and they are, say, 3 states away or something, or maybe even in another country,
yeah,
how could they get something like this going?
Well, we are expanding to Michigan, Washington, California, and hopefully Virginia as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so we're encouraging people to register their fruit or nut trees or farms on our website, and we're hoping to create like a database that then we can go in and coordinate volunteers to harvest the produce and then take it from there. So yeah, and I would say that people that are interested in doing this in their state can absolutely contact us, and we'll assist them in like getting started and going over like what worked for us. And the biggest thing was having you guys donate the juicer to us. That like drastically increased our capacity to process the fruit and vegetables that we get, because we do harvest so many small stone fruit and items that like we would have to really, it would take so long to process it that it just doesn't make sense. So to be able to like throw everything in the juicer and have that just instantly make a product that we can donate to the kids is huge. So
yeah, that's awesome. When we heard about what you're doing, we, you know, as a family, we got really excited about it. So we thought it was a great opportunity to help the cause, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a huge deal, like
Great.
Game changer. So yeah, we definitely appreciate it. So yeah.
Well, it's an awesome cause, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. If other people want to be a part of it, they can go to applestooapplesauce.org.
Yes.
And how can they help?
So they can register their fruit or nut tree. They can register their farm, and we will do our best to get out there and harvest it as soon as we can. And they can also donate money so that we can continue processing all of this food. So.
All right. Well,
yeah.
It's been a pleasure. I'm really excited to watch you guys grow over the next couple of years.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming out, and also thank you so much for donating the amazing juicer.
Of course.
Yeah.